So what I'm going to demonstrate here is how you provide interactivity for your paper maps just using something as simple as QR codes. So I've got a printout here from a Smallworld Cambridge demonstration database. And I put a couple of QR codes there. So as you can see, I've got some codes, and there's little leader lines I've kind of linked to certain features. So there's another one there. I'll show you later when I go to those QR codes that I can get attribute information using my smartphone. And then I've put another QR code here for the location. So the scenario is I'm a field crew, I have this paper map, or maybe I'm a visiting assisting field crew, and I've got a paper map. I'd like to use my smartphone to get more information, more interactive information. So if I have my smartphone, I can get a QR code reader. So so you see QR Droid, Google Goggles, barcode scanner, there's a lot out there. So I'm going to use Google Goggles in this case. And let's say I wanted to get information about that hotel or whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is. So I just point my camera to it, and right away it says, hey, it found something. And then we say, go to that, and it turns out what it was a link. And it's hard to see there, but it's basically the attribute information for that item. So basically, using a paper map, I was able to make a link to get attribute information on my smartphone. Obviously, there's security issues there, so we could use something like GSS, Geospatial Server, and maybe password protect it. But it is a really convenient way of linking or putting more interactive information on a paper map. So here I put this QR code here for a location. So let's say I'm a crew and I'm not familiar with this area. I'm trying to figure out how do I best get to this area. Well, if I happen to know the latitude and longitude or the location of this place, I could route to it. So if this map has some kind of QR code related to location, which this one does, I can scan that. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. Scan the location, and it caught it. And what this is saying, it found some text. But if I actually click on it, because it's integrated with my other smartphone apps, and say it's text, but if I scroll, you can see that the map there, it's got a little link to Google Maps in this case, matches the map on the paper. And then I can go one step further. I can just click on that, and then it says, do you want to open up one of your interactive maps based on those locations? So I'll say yeah, and I want to do Google Maps. So based on that now, I can do something like show traffic, show satellite. So as you can see, all of a sudden I've gone really quickly from a paper map, and then via QR codes linked to my smartphone apps, and started getting satellite imagery off of that. So the link is pretty quick, and QR codes facilitate that quite nicely.